Howdy folks, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're kind of nearing the end of the Steam era, so I wanted to watch one of the last Steam trains roll in here. I've still got a few running. Most of the lines have been upgraded to diesel. I know somebody wanted to see a big boy, and I would have liked to as well, but they're so darn expensive. I never really found an application for it. I didn't quite set my camera up in the right place, did I? There we go. We still got a few Steam engines running. I've been doing quite a bit of work here between episodes, upgrading and updating. So we'll get into that. We're also going to be doing some more upgrading here in this episode. I'm going to probably get rid of the last of the Steam. Must have this guy set to wait here a while. We've got here Durham planks. Yeah, just set for 30 seconds. I guess I'm not used to running in real time. Usually when I'm playing, it's in fast forward mode. So we can see there's two trains here, and they've got 10 cars each. So we go to edit. Yeah, that's the older plank cars, state cars. So let's go to replace. And what I've been doing is using the little Alco, unless we need the extra power. We've got the GP9 now, which has a ton of tractive effort, but it's pretty expensive. So we're going to have that guy, even though he can only go 80. So that'll haul 12, that'll haul 18. Thinking we might go with 6 of those. Even though the engine can't go that fast, we'll probably eventually upgrade that engine at some point. So there we go. Done and done. Where'd you go, little train? Here you are. Here's the next train coming in. Let's wait for that train. We'll do a little rail fanning. Haven't done a whole lot of that in the videos. Sometimes it's pretty cool just to kick back and watch the trains run. So that's probably a Tools train. It's got the boxcars. Now we got the plank train heading out. So it's going to head up in here. We've got 60 odd planks waiting. Speed this up. So let's see how this does. It's almost full. One car short, but this has got some room to upgrade. We can keep the stuff rolling. See, I've got the log trains replaced with diesel. So before we upgrade, let's go take a look. I've got a new passenger line, north-south passenger line, between Costa Mesa up north and Fort Lauderdale, with a stop in Escondido. So I've upgraded the track here at Fort Lauderdale, and we've got high-speed track over through here. I went ahead and just used this existing rail connection. Probably could have shot it through here, but there's so many roads, and there's just, I'd have to cross that rail line, and so this is the way I went with. It's high-speed track, so it gets through there pretty quick. But all this track going north-south now is high-speed. This freight line there on the right is still the standard track. So high-speed line, high-speed line. We should see a passenger train here at some point. And then it splits off to go to Costa Mesa. That goes back to the standard track. Here's one of our passenger trains. Slow that down. It looks like we had a big hump here for some reason. Sometimes I'm really bad at track laying. So we'll redo that. I don't know how that happened. Kind of weird. I was probably looking at it from above and just didn't notice. So I've got, on this train, I've got the multiple unit with extra power. And they're just running along pretty darn well. I don't know how to do, like, priority, so I'll probably have to add more tracks at some point to separate the freight, because I don't want the passenger train slowed down. But I don't think you can get that complex with train priority. If there's a mod or something for that, let me know in the comments down below. But let's fix this real quick. How in the world did I end up doing that? Oh boy. The loud bulldozer. High speed. What were you doing, train? There we go. That looks a little more reasonable. Don't know how it ended up in the air like that, but okay. That's coming off there, so the inside line. Do a nice... Come on. It's not really wanting to do the nice switch I'd envisioned. There we go. Sometimes you got to just kind of convince it of what you want to do. Throw a signal in there. Now we're good. That's much better. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, kick them off. Crank back up to high speed. So that's the north-south passenger line. I've also went ahead and upgraded the track here in the east-west between Costa Mesa and Jackson. And I've got these little the Zephyrs. It's not going to show me details. Somewhere I've seen where you hover over it, it tells you what it is. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's the Pioneer Zephyr. There we go. We've got them running back and forth. And they're fairly full-ish. We still have a decent amount of traffic going back and forth. But it has cut down, I think, on the traffic. They're a little more happy now to hop on the train. So we've got high-speed track coming into here. Looks like I didn't upgrade this platform, though. That's okay. We'll get to that at some point. Now, initially, when I first built this, I had the passenger line coming in here, and it just got to be too much congestion. So I put a separate passenger station down there. Do we need more trucks? What we got going on here? We've got 12. I'm going to add a couple more on there. Been upgrading a lot of the trucks as we go. So we've got some high-speed track now, which is cool. But like I said, I probably need to make this like 4-track. Get the passengers away from the freight. There's always something to do, especially when you got this much stuff going on the map. It gets pretty crazy. So let's bring up the line statistics. Come down here to rail lines. Where do we have steam? We still got steam on Escondido Coal. So let's go take a look at that line. Oh, that's these trains going back and forth, right? Well, how are they doing as far as profitability? Mostly turning a profit. Maybe struggling a little bit uphill. All right, let's pause this. So if we got these guys, go to manage. You've got the 10-wheeler. So this train's not been upgraded since I built it. Let's go to... I don't really need a high speed though, do we? Because it's such a short run. So let's go edit. And if we look at the 10-wheeler, we don't have the 10-wheeler anymore, so I can't look up its stats. So I'm thinking we might need the Jeep. We could try the Alco. Should go straight for the Jeep. I think downhill. I think we're coming downhill loaded. Let's try the little Alco. And we'll see how we do. All right, he's pulling out. Now we've also got these iron ore trains. So if we're gonna have 80 or 90 time that comes through. They're pulling in here full, which is good. Well, they've got the big locos on them. See, I planned for future expansion. We might end up taking some steel up here to this goods factory at some point. We'll see. All right, where's this iron train? Spitting out about as much as it can. Just not quite turning a profit. Ooh, we got up more trucks. We're into 65. We got a lot of stuff going on now. So I think we could probably speed these up, but I don't know if we need to. Let's take a look at the maintenance if we can. So manage vehicles. Edit. We've got what on here? Oh, we just lost. Yeah, we're losing all our steam. The tractive effort 602. It's like 2.8 million a year. That's just too much maintenance on these big guys. I'm thinking with the iron, we probably ought to switch over to the Jeep. I don't know. Does it take into account the weight of the iron ore? I don't know if it does or not. Let's try that with the Jeeps and we'll see what happens. I think that would get some better acceleration. I didn't set these down to 30 seconds like I should have. The way we're moving on through. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. There we go. That's the truck line. All right, how are we looking? This guy. Yeah, he's already going a little faster. Like 20 kilometers an hour faster with the Jeep. So we'll see how that does. This thing is getting ready to go full bore here. I think we're a little light on coal. We've got a ton of iron ore. Why are we so low on coal? So we're not transporting enough of it. Do we need 3 coal trains? This might get a little more complicated here as the numbers ramp up. Yeah, where's our coal trains? So coal train's there. There's our coal train. Yeah, we need a 3rd coal train. Grab you. And let's just clone you. I think. We could do longer trains. Not really set up for that here, though. It's too tight. We shall just add a 3rd coal train. We'll see how that gets along. Alright, other steam. Who else is running steam? Garland Grain. I think is our last steam train. Where are you at? You're waiting at a siding. Who are you waiting on? Oh, you were waiting on him. Let's go ahead and throw in another signal here. So he could come, maybe go ahead and come through the station. Although sometimes that can get him tied up on the crossover, so we'll see. Garland Grain is just barely making a profit. Nice. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, he's coming up here to this other 3rd farm. That's what he was doing. So I think we could probably just throw an Alco on him. It'd be probably less maintenance. Let's do that for now. So delete you. Add an Alco. Hopefully you can accelerate a little better now. We shall see. How are we doing as far as getting stuff out of here? We're transporting, so that's good. Got about 100 waiting. Alright, you get on up there. How's our food production doing? We got a lot of food waiting to go north. That's not good. Abilene Tacoma food train is throwing away food. There's always something going on. Like I said, this map has gotten so busy. There's always room for improvement. And you guys probably saw like 10 things I didn't see yet because I was busy looking at something else. Alright, how we doing? You're running back empty. Why are you only... Oh, that's right, because they're dropping off food halfway up. Right. Let's go ahead and get a 3rd train. I don't know if that'll be the answer. Because they're filling up with food. I could probably add more cars, actually. That might have been the smarter move. Yeah, that would have been the smarter move. So let me undo that. We'll lose a little... Oh, dang it. I did it again. I thought I selected just one. Alright, well, let's do this. Thought I had one selected. Let's get 12 car trains. Double that up. And we'll see how we do. Where are you at? You're coming back. All right, beautiful. Just a little bit of track here. So these are the two log lines that head over to the sawmill. It's a little crooked there because I've redone it a couple times. So it gets pretty busy here. But the signaling all works, so that's nice. At some point I'm going to get a passenger line going over here as well. That'll be for a future episode. Alright, where are you at, food train? Here you are. We'll see how you do as you pull in. This is a long run. So long train probably makes more sense. Might even be able to add more cars. I wanted to see how long he was when you pulled into the food station here. How are we looking? Oh yeah, we can get more cars on here. We'll try that, and I'll see how that goes. It's a constant tweaking process. Woo, we got it heavy loaded. A big old cargo train heading north. These trains will have to get spaced out a little more. So you can carry 252, huh? Nice. You only got about 160 right now. But this can get ramped back up now that we're transporting it out of here. So it's a constant juggle, and you could probably sit down and do the math, but I don't think that's very fun. Some people think that's fun. I like to just kind of tweak and see what happens. But anywho, that'll be it for this episode. Just a lot of tweaking going on. I think we got rid of the last bit of steam. Unless I'm just missed it here. I think we're good. I did upgrade the Escondido steel boat line with a newer boat. How's that doing? That's doing well. Awesome. Because it was backed way up. They couldn't get the steel out fast enough. I'm gonna have to make a bigger dock here. But he's headed in. He's headed out. They're shuffling steel up here just as fast as they can go. This guy actually has too much steel. I can't keep up with the planks. I think I ended up with 2 plank trains. Come here. Yeah, 2 plank trains. It's not quite full. But I think what we're going to do at some point is we're going to end up using that steel, sending it over here to Joliet. I can't decide yet if we're going to do this goods factory or the other goods factory. We've got the chemical plant over at Jackson, and we've got the chemical plant over Fort Lauderdale. A lot needs to happen before we can get the goods going. But that's kind of the last piece of the puzzle as far as making stuff. We need plastic to make goods, and then I think we're making everything, unless I missed something. But for the goods, I wanted to do that with airplanes, just because. So we're going to need an airport at Garland. We'll need an airport up here to ship them out, if that's where we end up going. So we've got, where's the other goods factory? Suppliers, here we are. We've got the Surprise goods factory, and then we've got the Abilene. There's not really a good steel source there. I've gotten lost in the screens here. So I've got a chemical plant there we need to oil to, or a chemical plant here we need to oil to. We've got some oil in the vicinity. So that's TBD, to be determined, how we're going to get that all going. We need plastic. We've got plenty of steel. We're shipping steel up here. That's why I'm thinking we might see about getting the plastic shipped up here, because I've already got a lot of steel coming up the river. It'd be a simple matter to just have a train bring that over to Juliet Goods Factory. In fact, I think I made a through station here in anticipation of possibly doing that. So I'll have to do some studying, and we'll see where we're going to get the plastic. I don't know. We've got the most oil. We've got some oil here, but we're probably better off making the plastic here. As you can see here just on the screen, we've got the oil refinery. We've got a couple oil wells. Then we can ship the plastic on this rail. Get it heading over there. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up again. No more steam, unfortunately. I do like steam trains, but time marches on. We're almost to the end of 1965. Where's all my trains at? Here we go. So the diesel era is here. Time marches on, and we'll be taking a look at more stuff next episode. Thanks as always for watching. Take care.